Breaking. Elite matchup. Eala and Nadiia Kichenok dominate doubles in Guangzhou Open. The Guangzhou night shimmered under the floodlights of the Chinha Sports Center. The air carried that familiar electric buzz, the sound of thousands of fans merging into one restless heartbeat. On the outer courts, singles matches were concluding, but on the center court, anticipation was reaching fever pitch. Alexandra Eala, the young Filipina prodigy, walked onto the court with her signature intensity. Her partner for the tournament, the seasoned Ukrainian doubles specialist Nadiia Kichenok, followed close behind. The contrast between them was stark but harmonious. Eala, just 19, brimming with youthful fire and raw energy. Kichenok, a composed veteran, eyes sharp with experience carved from years on the tour. Their chemistry had been questioned at the start of the tournament. Critics had called it an experiment, a last-minute pairing destined to fizzle out against established doubles teams. But in the early rounds, they didn't just win, they commanded the court. Now, heading into the semifinals, they stood as the team to beat. The duo was up against a formidable pair of Miyu Kato and Oksana Kalishnikova, a Japanese-Georgian partnership known for their crafty net play and unpredictable angles. On paper, the matchup was balanced, but in energy it was anything but. Opening rally, the statement of power. The first serve came from Nadiia. A flat bomb down the tee, 183 kilometers per hour. Ace. The crowd gasped. Eala smiled. That was the tone setter. From that moment, the rhythm of the match tilted sharply in favor of the Filipino-Ukrainian duo. Eala, stationed on the baseline, was painting the corners with precision ground strokes, while Kichenok owned the net like an eagle surveying her sky. Beautiful, beautiful, shouted a Filipino fan in the stands, waving a small flag with trembling hands. By the third game, the opponents were visibly flustered. Every rally felt like a test of survival against Eala's forehand thunderbolts. Her shots were dipped in courage, a fearless blend of artistry and aggression. When she struck, it wasn't just to win a point. It was to make a statement. I belong here. Nadiia, calm but fierce, guided her partner between points. Focus on their backhand return. They're nervous. We have them cornered, she whispered. Eala nodded. The next point, a 17-shot exchange, ended with her ripping a cross-court forehand winner so fast that even Kalishnikova could only stare. 3-1. Dominance asserted. Flashback, the bond that built overnight. It hadn't always been this seamless. When the draw came out, Eala's original doubles partner had withdrawn due to injury. It was Kichenok who stepped in, a late replacement who had been planning to skip the tournament entirely. I didn't know what to expect, Eala admitted in a pre-match interview. But sometimes chemistry doesn't need time, it just clicks. That click became the foundation of something magical. In their first practice session, Eala's passion impressed Kichenok. Despite the 13-year age gap, Eala's competitive spirit reminded her of her own early days on tour. She plays with her heart first, Kichenok later said. That's rare. That's dangerous. Middle set, the turning point. The scoreboard read 5-2. Eala stepped up to serve for the set. The crowd leaned forward, knowing something special was brewing. But Kato and Kalishnikova weren't ready to roll over. They clawed back 2 games with deft volleys and well-timed lobs. The tension was thick. The silence before each point was a weight pressing down on every chest in the arena. At 5-4, 30-30, a crucial rally began. Eala hit a deep forehand. Kalishnikova countered with a drop volley, and Eala sprinted forward like lightning. She reached the ball just in time and flicked it cross-court, not for power, but for precision. The ball kissed the line. The umpire's voice sliced through the air. Game in first set, Eala Kichenok, 6-4. The duo shared a fierce high-five. The set wasn't just a win, it was a declaration. They weren't here by accident. They were rewriting the Guangzhou narrative. Set 2, the fire within. Between sets, Eala sat quietly, towel over her shoulders, breathing steadily. The camera zoomed in. Her eyes looked different, focused, almost cinematic. She whispered to herself, "Let's finish this." And finish it she did. In the second set, Eala unleashed a kind of tennis that reminded the world why she's considered Asia's next great hope. Her footwork was poetry, her anticipation surgical. Each point felt like a small act of defiance against the weight of expectation. Meanwhile, Kichenok played her role with perfection, cutting off angles, serving clutch points, and mentoring her young partner between breaks. Their synergy was dazzling, like an orchestra that needed no conductor, only intuition. By the fifth game, the crowd began chanting, "Eala, Eala, Eala." It echoed like a drumbeat of destiny. The final game, a moment to remember. Up 5-3, Eala prepared to serve a match. Her hands trembled slightly as she tossed the ball, not from fear, but from emotion. She knew this was more than a win. It was proof of growth, resilience, and partnership. First serve, fault. Second serve, deep, spinning, unreturnable. Ace, 15-0. Next point, a blistering forehand winner. 30-0. Kichenok shouted encouragement. "Let's go, Alex." 2 more. But Kato wasn't done yet. She returned to serve down the line, forcing an error. 30-15. Then 30-30 after a tense net exchange. Eala looked at her partner. Kichenok's eyes said everything. Trust yourself. Then came the rally of the night. 22 shots of brilliance. Every strike carried intention. Eala attacked the baseline. Kichenok guarded the net like a wall. Finally, a short lob floated from Kalashnikova, and Eala leapt midair, crushing an overhead smash that sent the crowd into chaos. Match point. She took a deep breath, tossed the ball high, and delivered a wide kick serve. Kalashnikova stretched, but missed. Game, set and match, Eala Kichenok. The stadium erupted. After the match, emotion overflow. Eala dropped her racket. 2 paths, 1 legacy. That night, as the Guangzhou skyline glittered against the Pearl River, Eala sat on her hotel balcony, scrolling through messages from friends and fans. One from her brother, Miko, stood out. "You didn't just win a match. You made people believe again." She looked up at the stars, quiet, humbled, grateful. Tomorrow would bring another challenge, another opponent, another fight. But tonight, she allowed herself to feel it all. The joy, the fatigue, the pride. Down the hall, Kichenok smiled as she saw Eala's reflection in the window. The fire was real. The future was here. And somewhere between the echoes of applause and the silent whispers of destiny, the tennis world understood one thing clearly. This wasn't just a win. This was the birth of a partnership that could redefine doubles. Final reflection. In Guangzhou, where East meets West, where experience meets youth, where fire meets composure, Eala and Nadiia Kichenok didn't just dominate. They synchronized. They reminded the sport that greatness doesn't always arrive with age or reputation. Sometimes it arrives with a smile, a leap, and a perfectly timed volley that silences the world. As the lights dimmed over the court that night, one headline captured it best. Eala and Kichenok. 2 names, 1 vision, and a legacy just beginning. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like, and share. Till next time.